everybody. It's like close to midnight, but because I've been working on this one video and I have a few surprises that I will unveil to you guys, but not now. But until that time arrives, I have another brief Ranma episode to talk about, where I don't go in any particular order because really you can, but really in Ranma you could just watch any episode from anywhere. But it's always good to kind of watch the first few seasons so you get everybody's character dynamics. And since I did a piss poor job talking about who Hapasai and Galone and everybody else is, I'm going to explain. We're going to explain Ryoga's miracle cure. Let me see if I can. Let me just do one thing. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Ryoga's miracle cure, hand over that soap. Okay, so Ryoga's whole shtick is that he blames Ranma for one, running away to China, which he was just training with Genma. But try explaining that to Ryoga. He's very dumb. He's very dumb and very driven by just beating up Ranma. But he falls in love with Ranma's fiancée, Akane. But since Ranma and Ryoga and a few of the other characters fell into various bodies of water from just very cursed hot springs. Ranma fell into the hot springs of Drowned Girl. Ryoga fell into the hot springs of Black Pig. And Shampoo fell into the hot springs of Drowned Cat. So, Ryoga, after getting lost for the umpteenth time, is talking about Akane and how the only time he's ever really with Akane is when he's the pig, which Akane affectionately calls Pichan. But the thing is, Akane doesn't know that Ryoga is Pichan. Even if it's painfully obvious that that's what's going on. So basically, he writes a letter to Akane saying how he feels, and was doing it. He was going all the way to, the public bathhouse for both men and women, so he could give Akane the letter. But Ranma finds it first, reads it, and goes, and teases Ryoga about it being a love letter, which they proceed to fight a little bit. And basically, Ranma basically sets Akane and Ryoga up simply because while Ranma and Ryoga were fighting, because that's what they normally do, because Ryoga just hates Ranma forever because of the whole pig thing, Shampoo and Akane were bathing on the women's side, and basically Shampoo got a waterproof soap, which kind of supposedly negates their curses. So Shampoo is basically going to use it on herself so she can basically not turn into a cat. But but the soap actually slips over into Rama's head and bounce. It hits on Rama's head. Hold up, let me make sure I got that right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it slipped. Rama slips on it, and then Ryoga gets it, and then starts washing with it. Basically, Ryoga and Rama start to fight when they get back into the Tendo Dojo. Rama's, Rama and Ryoga are about to fall into the little pond, the little pond that's always there, the one that Rama bumped his head on, and then the one that Rama bumped his head on a few episodes back, and basically Ryoga's like, you're gonna show Kane that he turned into a pig. Why don't you just kill me now? So they both get out. They both get out of the cold water. Rama turns into a chick, and Ryoga doesn't turn into a black pig because the soap supposedly works. Now I think the soap only works the one time, like the once, because Ryoga was the only one to really kind of use it. Well, Shampoo used it, but I guess it's only like one. It's a one time. It's a one time use, but not the point. So Ranma to base to basically get the soap. Like, okay, so I'm just looking at my notes. Sorry about that. Basically, Ryoga's basically axing Akane on a date, or trying to for a bit. Well, Shampoo and Rama both try to get the soap, and hilarity ensues. But the thing about see, Rama and Shampoo set them both up, so they could get the soap. But the thing is, like, while they're scheming and plotting, and it kind of gets fed up just to get back, just to kind of get Rama a little bit jealous. They go on that date. Okay, freaking Ryoga's looking at the guide like this guide of the guide of where they could go, and he's like movies. But the thing about Ryoga, and I have to reiterate this, he gets lost. He gets lost pretty easily. So it wasn't really a movie. It was more a haunted house in the form of being in a well. So while they're in the dark, Rama grabs Akane, and she basically gets what's going on. That they're after the soap. Shampoo is basically fiddling around in Ryoga's pockets to try and get the soap. He's like, and Ryoga's in the dark thinking that like Akane is like, like holding him and crap, but really, none of that is actually happening. It's just Shampoo rifling through his pockets. So basically Ryoga gets the wrong idea, and let's just say his passion is so strong, so powerful, so strong. When he tries to embrace Akane, he like breaks a few things because it's like, I don't know whether it's because he's that much in love or the strength or whatever. It's not really clear, but he's like destroying everything, trying to grab Akane and like hold her, and it's like really messed up. And Akane is just running from him in terror of like Ryoga's like freakish strength, and she's like, "Oh Jesus!" Well, she didn't say, "Oh Jesus." She's like, "He's a passionate guy, but oh no!" And she's just running. They're just running. And then freaking okay. And then like Ramen pretends to be Akane, and then like Ryoga grabs girl type Ranma, and basically is just squeezing on Ranma. Like I'm telling you, like you ever have a bear hug by one of your uncles, like, and they're squeezing you really, really, really hard. Yeah, it's a little bit like that, but with Ryoga's strength, it's like doubled. It's like getting a hug from a Super Saiyan, and you are just a regular person. If that makes more sense to you. So basically, Ryoga gets wet with the soap because Ramen was trying to get at it again, and then like the soap only works one time. So Ryoga turns back into a pig, and Akane just assumes that Ryoga's gone. So, but she doesn't know that Ryoga's P-chan. So she basically says, "With strength like that, I pity anybody who becomes Ryoga's wife." Basically saying to even though Ryoga basically since she doesn't know that Ryoga's there and that he is P-chan, she's basically like she's basically unknowingly saying to him, "Yeah, her and Ryoga is never gonna happen because of his freakish strength," which is basically which basically shuts the door on Ryoga so fast. He just goes like ah, he just is squealing and crying as a pig, and I'm just it's basically like saying to Ryoga, yeah, in the future you're just gonna be alone with a bunch of pigs that you're gonna name Akane. But Ryoga never really stops trying to get Akane. It's just sometimes I find Ryoga he's important if you want to do jokes, but when there's like a serious plot point going on, I do kind of hate him a little bit because he really just comes when he isn't wanted, and it's just sometimes I go like, oh Ryoga. Heck, even in the Red Cat Gang, even in the on the RPG that I play, it's just like, Ryoga, who, like, why, man? You could have came later. That's pretty much how he is. It's like, Ranma, fight you coward. It's always that with Ryoga. Ryoga to me, I think he could find someone who actually cares about him, but he's so dead set on Akane. No one else really matters or compares. Even in the manga where he had the option of being with a chick that basically is around pigs. She hated pigs, and Ryoga had some kind. And Ryoga had some kind. And Ryoga had a kind of. Ryoga kind of had a little crisis going on, but she decided. But after she saw that Ryoga could transform into a pig, she decided to kind of want she. Sorry about that. I got family in the background. Okay, Ryoga. This chick wanted to be with Ryoga, and in the manga, they still like it's hinted that Ryoga still kind of writes to her, but Ryoga is still dead set on Akane. Again, Ryoga has a chance to be actually happy and get with somebody, but Akane is the one person he'll never truly get over. Even in my series that I'm working right now, it's still never gonna get through his thick little head that he ain't the right one for Akane. But who knows? While I'm writing Forever Rivals, there's gonna be a lot of characters from the manga who actually return. So because again, it's a hybrid of the manga and the anime. So Ryoga is actually literally gonna have one final fight with both DB and Ranma. And he's like, After this, basically they will say after this, you can't pursue Akane anymore. He's he's right, Ryoga. This has been going on long enough, and things have changed. Basically implying that Rama's basically going to imply that things have changed. Wink, wink for any Rama fans out there. But basically, yeah, there's gonna be like one final fight with them. A whole bunch of other things are gonna happen as well, but that's one of the other things I'm gonna reveal to you because this is kind of my way of kind of ending Ryoga's constant Ryoga's constant want for Akane. And some other things will happen after this. Because, well, you know, a bunch of things are going to happen after this, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. But Ryoga has proven, but even in the anime, he got lost so far, he was kind of like in a farmland where everybody was kind of like, where it's like a cowboy setting. And even almost had this one chick that had the hots for him, but he could not let go of Akane for a minute because Akane was just that much to him, meant that much to him. But for those of you that don't know or haven't really watched Ranma as much, Akane and Ranma still, Akane and Ranma get more fond of each other as the series progresses, slowly but surely. Kind of like a certain other duo in Rumiko Takahashi's other works. I'm talking, of course, Inuyasha, but that's a different story. So, basically, Ryoga is freakishly strong, and if anybody really wants to get with him, you better be ready to be thrown into traction as fast as you can say, "Oh my God, he's breaking my bones," because that's where you're gonna end up. But I'm Bugsy, and basically, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this Ryoga episode. Mostly because I was watching it last night, and it just shows that maybe if Ryoga did get with somebody and couldn't control himself, you guys ever watch that? You guys ever watch what is it, Mice and Men? Like when the mentally disabled dude is like rubbing the rabbits and he kills one. It's like that. Like he is like literally going like he is because like he's breaking through things, he's running through objects, he's breaking everything, trying to get to Akane, and it's just Akane is like going on a date with Ryoga to get Ranma jealous, but also kind of throwing him a bone. It's just it scared off Akane forever, and he still like he still goes after Akane all the time after this. But yeah. But yeah, but the but there's always a lot of like they always try to find certain episodes will always have like this will be the time where Rama will remove the curse and Rama and the others will remove their curses and they won't have their curses anymore. It's only to be like, yeah, this is fake, or yeah, this is like long gone, or yeah, this is just not gonna work because it's a trinket. There's a lot of episodes like that. But I'd say, like, really, it's with Ranma. It's about the journey of these jokes and these jokes and stories, and rather not always because you probably if you watch enough of these episodes, you're gonna know how it's gonna end, but how do they all get to that point? Personally, again, I really personally again I think I just want to make Forever Rivals simply because there is no Ranma sequel series right now, neither for the manga or the anime. So I just want to do my own little thing because I love Ranma and I really want to do my own little sequel series. And I've also hinted at it a few times, and I also hinted at it a few times, unsubtly, in like DJ Clyde's premieres too, like saying various phrases. No one got it though. But yeah, this is Bugsy signing out. Basically saying, hey, guys, guys, girls, any everybody of any gender, if you get with Ryoga, know that he is going to give you the fucking camel clutch, and your back is going to break. Just remember that. Remember, he will break your back with his freakish strength. And you're just gonna be like, if you're not paralyzed already, because he broke your spine. But yeah. What do I rate this episode? Well, it's funny because again, Ryoga pretty much shows that like he has to find someone that is not afraid of his strength and could probably handle Ryoga when he's like really super strong, that can like throw and hurt and throw, can like throw, breaking through walls and shit, that can actually handle him. But I don't think such a person exists. A lot of people think that I'm just trying to put more effort into this because I waited too long to do this. A lot of people think that Ukio and Ryoga could get together, but I just don't. Like, some people have said that, but I just don't see it yet. They scheme together, but I have never seen, like, and I'm not like biased because like my the character I made specifically for Forever I was getting with Ukio, but personally I've never, like, in my humble, honest, genuine opinion, I have never seen like Ryoga and like I've never seen a hint that Ryoga and Ukio actually even have like any kind of thing other than they both want to get Ranma and Akane respect respectfully, not respectfully, like respectively, and that's pretty much where it goes with them. Like nothing, like it's really just nothing else. But there's gonna be, but I'm gonna be doing more of these. Um, I'm gonna highlight certain episodes because again, see, I'm going out of order with the Ranma stuff because I can just tell you from a perspective of a fan and tell you why I like these episodes. And really, some of these episodes are actually pretty funny, but I have another one before I get out of here. Basically, okay, Rama basically says he's tired of transforming back into a dude again. So he just stays a girl and he laughs about it, makes a little joke about it. But like Habasai, being the perverted man that he is, he's like, okay. You want to be a girl, Ranma? You wanna indulge in your better half? Let me, like, you smell these incense, and you'll get your wish. So basically, Habasai. It's an episode where Habasai basically splits Ranma into his 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 like yin, his yang and his yin. Yin being his boy side, and Yang the evil side being being his girl side. Which kind of raises an interesting question. What if Ranma and if Girl Time Ranma and Boy Time Ranma separated? What would happen with that? Would they get together? Would they see themselves brother and sister or anything, or would they see themselves brother and sister or a whole bunch of other stuff? We don't really get that question answered, but Genma basically kind of says, hey, I'm going to have Ranma marry Akane, and I'm going to have, like, girl type Ranma find a rich husband, and they laughs, and then, like, Ranma's evil girl side at this point basically basically decides to basically decides to cause havoc. And Ranma, when it was first starting, was it kept tempting him out of bed to I like to just be with her, but I think that I don't want to think that they like this ever got implied, but I like to think that maybe like when Rama's girl side was split from Rama, they may have I don't know because Rama looked kind of banged up, and I can only assume so much, but I can't help but not to think that. But basically, the whole episode is like just them trying to get Rama away from his girl side until they can reconnect them together. And they eventually do. And freaking Hoppasai tries to do it again. Hoppasai almost did a kind of good thing, but basically the evil girl type Ranma before everybody puts Ranma back together. Basically, the evil side of Ranma basically says, "If you help me," she goes, "If you help me," she's gonna give Hoppasai a bra, and Hoppasai goes, "You fiend! You should have started with that." And how basically Hoppasai gets forwarded, and when Hoppasai tries to do it again, Ranma basically gets up, beats the crap out of him. But then Genma starts to smell it, and Genma's whole Jusenkyo curse is they fell into the spring of Drowned Panda. So the Drowned Panda gets split from Genma, and that's how they end the episode with like Genma's panda side just growling, and then it ends. This episode, it just proves to me how freaking evil Hoppasai really, really, really is. And even when he tries to do a good thing, you can never expect him to do a good thing. Because if you flash a little TNA in his face, he will join the dark side. He will freaking kill as many younglings as he can. If you promise him TNA, he's going to go do whatever. What would I rate this episode? I would give it 5 out of 5 because it just raises a bunch of questions for me, like what would this be like if I took this concept and did something else with it? Because DB is going to be a character that deals with his own duality, and actually towards the beginning of the series, he's already kind of mastered a little bit of like coexisting with his other self. But they do still have their own problems, so it's not really that easy. It's not like it's fully mastered. But, it's gonna probably come back in another episode where Rama might be split with his girl side. And this episode just gave me like a bunch of ideas where I could go with that. And seriously, if I didn't say it before, I'm saying it now. Hoppasai is the most. Hoppasai has to be the most evil, old man in existence. He's not evil like a certain somebody we're gonna meet pretty soon in one of these brief summaries of episodes that I'm doing. But he's evil on a kind of he's a minion that does whatever the fuck he wants and damn everybody else because he'll literally just do it for the he'll just do shit for the hell of it. That's pretty much his whole get down. I mean, like even like in the Rom RPG, everybody gets hit. Mostly half of the people get hypnotized into the red cat gang, but no, not Homicide because all the red cat gang had to do was be like, hey, Homicide, we gonna give you we gonna give you all the bras and panties and women you can handle. And, he just did it because they promised him stuff, so he's gonna go do it. So, guys, I'm gonna go. And remember, everybody, I'm thinking of replacing one of my posters with a Ramen One Half poster. So there's gonna be a little bit of that. Remember, guys. Remember, guys. Remember, guys. Give Rama a chance. It's on Hulu. Because Hulu has a little bit of Viz media stuff on it, so you should totally watch Rama either in subbed or dubbed. I'm more particular with the dub because I actually do like the dub of Rama One Half a lot. But if you really like subbed, I say go with the subbed. I go with either. A lot of people think I'm just a sub purist, but like I'll watch subbed or dubbed. It really doesn't matter to me. It depends on what mood I'm in. So yeah, give Rama One Half a shot, people. And oh yeah, in the description, I think Jarrett White's Patreon for Rama Decoration of Motherhood is still going. So there's that. And actually, I'll have like a video. I have like one of my old videos that will actually explain this a little bit more. But I'm in character, so you might actually, but it explains it. So. But I say, guys, I say to all of you, what Rama Decoration of Motherhood is like, what if Rama gets pregnant in his girl form? And trust me, it's not like a creepy and prig fan fiction because from what I've seen, it feels totally in tune with the Rama One Half universe. You ain't gonna see Rama do any weird stuff other than Rama gets with some dude and Rama gets pregnant as girl form. But that's pretty much it, and it's still getting worked on. And I don't know if the Patreon is still up, but it seems like it's still up. But I don't know if Jared's still working on it. He probably still is. But check it out. And you're probably wondering, for all my old fans out there, you're probably wondering, Bugsy, have you figured out who Rama's baby daddy is yet? No, I have not. Every freaking angle I keep going to, and it always leads to nothing in particular. I don't know I don't know who it is, personally. It could be someone from other characters from Rurouni Takahashi, or it could be in the Rama universe. I don't know. Another reason why I keep watching Rama is maybe I'll find something that lines up with it, but I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure just yet. But, guys, I want you to know that, yeah, I'm going to be talking about Ranma and a bunch of other anime that I really like. Because, I'm not going to just sit here, like, a lot of people going like, Bugsy, why are you talking about Ranma and not Sonic? Let me tell you something. If the two videos I've made, it haven't been clear, let me explain something. Look, there's nothing to talk about with Sonic right now. There's nothing other than people saying that the adventure leaks are happening, but there's really no evidence to say that it. The only evidence is like they were working on it, and the Sonic Boom happened, and it's failed, and it didn't really work. And they're saying that it's back on, and who knows? I don't even know. Like again, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's happening because I gotta actually get something confirmed rather than, ooh, yes, the leaks told me, so I must say it. Look, until there's something noteworthy to talk about with Sonic, or even Archie Sonic Online, there's nothing more I can talk about with Sonic. Okay? And if there's nothing noteworthy I can talk about with Sonic, and sorry for the background noise, just deal with it. I don't even feel like editing it out. It's just, ugh. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. And remember, rock on me. Remember, watching Ranma is actually pretty good. And oh yeah, down in the comments below, tell me what do you think about Ranma? Okay, what do you think about Ranma? And I'm saying this 3 times because some people will go down in my comment section and be like, but let me talk about Sonic. Let me go on this diatribe about Sonic because you talked about Sonic for like 1 minute in your video, and I must keep talking to you about Sonic because I need to let you know about Sonic. And I'm like, dude, this whole thing is about Ranma. Please, just talk about the Ranma, please. If you don't know anything about Ranma, just go check it out. This is what these videos are for. Also to get you guys ready for rivals when I'm done writing it. So, like at least the first episode. Which is gonna be really awesome when it's done. It's just like it's gonna reestablish everybody and basically, establish DB and Rama's friendship and a lot of different, a bunch of other stuff that's gonna be set up for the series. Also, for those of you that are Ranma fans, Pantyhose Taro is coming back. Pantyhose Taro is coming back, trying to rule the world, and the only person that will be able to stand in his way is Ranma, and a certain person from the Kuro clan. So that's pretty much it. Peace, everybody, and remember, down in the comments, tell me what you think about Ranma or the episodes I just talked about. Please, guys, no talk about Sonic, okay? Like, bro, I know some of you come to my channel to talk about Sonic, but when there's nothing to talk about, guys, I can't really give you anything else. I'm sorry about that, but there's nothing else to really talk about with Sonic. So, there. I'm gonna go. Peace. And sorry for any background noise you may hear. That's just dealing. When you have a lot of family around the house doing their own things, you're always gonna at least hear one. Hear 2 or 3 voices slip through the cracks. It's just how it works. Peace.